Trustee Baum has honored me with the privilege of introducing tonight's commencement speaker. Dr. Karen Sims Gallagher has been the Dean of the USC Rossier School of Education since 2000. USC. As the Dean, she is responsible for nearly 100 faculty members, 120 staff members, and close to 3,000 students pursuing their graduate degrees. The mission of the USC Rossier School is to improve urban K-12 education. Under Dean Gallagher's leadership, her faculty built a completely revolutionary online program. It includes live interactive coursework, social media networking, and face-to-face classes with live video streaming. Then these students go out into their own community schools for their student teaching. In less than 3 years, this program has graduated over 1,000 of the best prepared K-12 teachers in the world and from all over the world. This fall, she and her faculty will launch the USC Hybrid High School, a brand new charter school in downtown Los Angeles where students who might otherwise drop out can have access to school 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and year-round. As Dean Gallagher likes to say, USC Rossier is not your grandmother's school of education. As a USC alum myself and a member of the Board of Counselors of the Rossier School, I am honored to introduce to you Dr. Karen Sims Gallagher.
I live in Mount Washington, which is just down the 110, so I feel like I'm actually coming and talking to a neighborhood gathering. I'm also a PCC parent. My son Sean attended Pasadena City College a few years ago. And let me start by telling you, I know I'm between you and the reason you're really here tonight. But tonight I want to tell you a bit about my own journey and how it relates to what you've been through. PCC and the USC Rossier School of Education have common and critical missions in urban education: to build educational environments where every student, regardless of personal circumstance, is able to learn and succeed. USC and PCC also have deep and ongoing ties. Over the last decade, over 1,200 PCC graduates have gone on to attend and graduate from USC. And I know many of you who are here tonight are coming to USC in the fall. I'm enormously proud, as you should be, of what you have accomplished. Many of you, if not most of you, have done it under circumstances that were less than ideal. And now, since I'm at a research university, I'm all about collecting data. So I hope you don't mind, I'm going to take a poll. And all you have to do to participate in this poll is raise your hand. So, question number 1. Please raise your hand if you were the first one in your family to go to college. Yeah, that's everybody. Okay. So am I. Okay, question number 2. Raise your hand if you worked during the same time you were going to school. So did I. How many of you worked more than one job while you were working your way through school? So did I. How many of you were raised by a single parent or a guardian? And how many of you have siblings who were kind of a distraction while you were trying to study? I did. And how many of you are parents yourself and struggle with childcare while in school? All right. Okay, that's enough data collection, I think. You get the point. The reason that I'm enormously proud of all of you today is because I understand exactly what it took for you to have reached this day, to have achieved this goal. Our stories, yours and mine, are not so really different. And as we know, life is not necessarily fair. You have to go with the hand you're dealt. So with your permission, I would like to share 2 lessons that I have learned on my own path to finishing college and to building a career which is more satisfying and rewarding than I ever could have imagined. Lesson 1, rally the troops. Get the support you need. When I was 10 and I lived in a very blue-collar neighborhood in Seattle, my father died. We had no family in Washington, and my mother turned to our community, to our neighbors, to our church, and to the schools to help her raise 2 small children. She took her first job in a mailroom of an insurance company, and my brother Jeff and I became latchkey kids, with the mothers of the neighborhood watching over us. You've heard the phrase, "It takes a village." Well, in my neighborhood, the families, the parents got us into Scouts. They got us to after-school clubs. They got us to sports. And whenever there was a father-daughter or a father-son event, one of our friends' fathers always included my brother and me. And my teachers and my counselors took me under their wing to help me on my path to college. Once I got to college at Western Washington University, I restacked books in the library and served desserts and salads in the dormitory commons to help pay my way through college. Years later, when I was in graduate school in Indiana, I found myself relying on friends for the use of an apartment for me and my young son when my husband moved to another city for work. Another friend stepped up to babysit at important times while I was working on my dissertation. The point is, don't be timid about asking for help at any age or at any stage. Okay, lesson 2, make it public. I am a big believer in stating my goals out loud. From an early age, I said I would go to college, even though I didn't quite know what that meant. I was not going to embarrass myself by not making it happen. It took lots of small scholarships and my working 2 part-time jobs, but I did get my bachelor's degree. I also said I would major in political science, a kind of weird idea for a woman in the late 60s. I was one of only 3 women in a large department. But once I said it out loud, I could hardly switch over to another major. I also said I was going to be a lawyer. So okay, not everything I say out loud actually comes to pass, but you do get the idea. I also said out loud to my mom that I wanted to get my PhD. My mother was really quite baffled, but she had learned by then that if I said it as an out loud goal, I probably would do it, and I did. So, make it public, say it out loud, also known as putting your reputation on the line. Over the years, my family and I have moved around the country 7 times, each time moving for a better career opportunity. And now, I'm the Dean of the USC Rossier School of Education. Our school, like yours, is truly a place where it takes a village to succeed, and where saying it out loud means we will live up to our promises to innovate, educate, and transform education for a new generation of students. Students like you, from incredibly diverse regions of the world, from rural and urban communities, and from every conceivable background. Some of you are teenagers. Some of you are AARP members. I think that's just remarkable. And hundreds of you fit the same profile that I fit when I was a college student. Thankfully, you're all much more savvy and connected and knowledgeable about the world than I was. So I know that you will succeed and reach your highest personal goals, and particularly if you say them out loud. So let's get started right now. I'm going to give you, I know you have multiple goals, I'm going to give you about 3 seconds to think of one of the goals, like get a job, get married, pay off my loans, whatever. And then on the count of 3, we're all going to say them out loud at the same time. So get ready. That's everybody, but particularly graduates. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Great. You've just set a goal out loud. Keep that promise you just made to yourself. I know it won't be easy, but also don't forget to ask for help. I wish each and every one of you a fulfillment of all your dreams. Congratulations to you on this remarkable day and your remarkable accomplishment. Thank you.